Hi everyone, my name is Omar. Welcome to my channel, Claims Village. In this video, I will speak about CPA and CPM programming. It is the first video in my series of forensic delay analysis. Understanding the meaning of CPA and CPM before entering the delay analysis subjects is essential. It is pertinent to highlight here that most construction projects benefit from CPM programming. CPM is the planning technique most commonly used in the construction industry today and is based on the same critical path analysis principles established in the 1950s. SCL Protocol Edition 2002 defines critical path analysis and the critical path method under the same title and did not differentiate between them. It defines that the critical path analysis or method is the process of deducing the critical activities in a program by tracing the logical sequence of tasks that directly affect the date of project completion. It is a methodology or management technique that determines a project's critical path. However, SCL Protocol Edition 2017 created two definitions, one of them to critical path analysis and the other to critical path method. It defines critical path method that the methodology or management techniques that through the use of calculation rules, usually automatically carried out by programming software like Primavera or MS Project, determines the critical path and calculates float. On the other hand, SCL Protocol Edition 2017 defines critical path analysis that the process of analyzing the critical and nearly critical activities in a CPM program to manage progress for the completion date of the works. Now, after the definition of CPM and CPA, we have to understand what is the critical path definition. The SCL Protocol Edition 2002 defines a critical path is the sequence of activities through a project network from start to finish, the sum of whose durations determines the overall project duration. However, there is a slight change between SCL 2017 and SCL 2002, which the definition became more clear. The SCL Protocol 2017 defines critical path is the longest sequence of activities through a project network from start to finish, the sum of whose durations determines the overall project duration. In principle, a delay to progress of any activity on the critical path will cause the overall project duration to be extended and is therefore referred to as a critical delay. It is important to highlight here that US courts have accepted the concept of CPM programming and computer-generated delay analysis submissions since the early 1970s. The US courts almost exclusively rely on delay analysis which use CPM methods of proving entitlement. On the other side, the English courts appear to lean in the direction of common sense, whereby the method of analysis is secondary, whether CPM programming techniques were relied upon or not. CPM programming is essential when attempting to identify which activities are either critical or non-critical. Float is an integral part of CPM programming and delay analysis. The ultimate purpose of a CPM program is to determine event dates and float value for each task on the program. The CPM program is the key tool for predicting the impact of change in a structure's logical and systematic process. The primary purpose of using the CPM approach is to determine the total float for each task. Float is a relative value and is indicative of which activities are more critical than others. The longest path and most critical path should be analyzed each month along with actual absolute slippage to project completion date, calculated in calendar days. CPM programming is a mathematical model based primarily on two variables. First, activity duration, and second, activity relationship. The first variable is activity duration. Estimating activity duration requires experience, judgment, and knowledge of the means and method intended to carry out the work. In effect, activity durations are subjective in nature. Many factors which influence the estimate of duration include the quantity of work represented by the task, the number of resources assigned to the task, the number of hours worked per day, and so on. The second variable, activity relationship, is made of either hard logic, natural construction sequence, or soft logic, preferential construction sequence. Example of hard logic in construction project: you cannot erect the wall without laying the foundation first. Another example: you cannot install the steel beams without casting the RCC wall first. Activities should be linked together by the appropriate logic link, such as finish to start, and finish to finish. The following common links are illustrated in SCL delay and disruption protocol. Finish to start, lagged finish to start to start, lagged start to start, finish to finish, lagged finish to finish, lagged start and finish. The last one, lag start and finish, there may be occasions where a lag is required both on the start and finish of related activities. Activity B cannot start until D days after activity A has started, and activity B cannot finish until T days after activity A has finished. Finally, before concluding this video, I would like to highlight one important thing which is relevant with CPM program, and I shall cover it in my next videos in this series. All commonly applied forensic delay analysis techniques generally fit within one of the following primary categories: impacted as a plan, collapse as built, time impact analysis, as a plan versus as built. Three of them based on CPM methods, which are impacted as a plan, collapse as built, time impact analysis. However, as per AACE, one of them, which is as a plan versus as built, does not involve any explicit use of CPM method and can simply be an observational study of start and finish dates of various activities. Thanks for listening. See you in my next videos.